It's me, your friendly neighborhood gypsy, and I want to welcome you to Mad Hatter Tea Party Art. Bonjour, Paris. Now, I'm probably not saying that right, and I have a family member that speaks French, and if she sees this video, she'll probably get all over me for not saying Bonjour, Paris correctly. But I'm from Kansas, so in Kansas we just say Bonjour, Paris. So, again, this is Mad Hatter Tea Party Art, Paint Party, Bonjour, Paris. And it's going to be a fun one. It's very bright, it's very vibrant, and it's also very sparkly. If you saw the supply list, and you should have all your supplies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, we're going to go over everything that you're going to need to do this painting. I'm going to go over the paints first, and the reason why I'm going to go over the paints first is because I was not able to get out to Michael's or Hobby Lobby to pick up the paints that I needed for this one, so I'm using what's on hand. Now, if you have the correct paints, that's fine. If you don't, use something that's closer, or use your imagination. Do whatever colors you want. My job is to just lead you basically on how to do this. It's your painting. You do it how you want to do it. Now, what I'm going to do is, you should have fuchsia, you should have a crystal blue, you should have a purple, you should have a dark green, you should have a yellow, you should have gold, and you should have black, white, and the crystal. You know the crystal? So if you have the crystal, let me see where my crystal is. Do I grab it? Oh, I'm going to need to reach over and grab it. But anyway, you should have the crystal. That'll give it the sparkly look that you want. Now, you're also going to need, I'm going to put my paints back up here out of the way. You're also going to need the example sheet. Okay, you have to have that example sheet so that you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing. You can glance over there every once in a while. It's like a guide sheet, help you out there a little bit. You're also going to need your brushes. This is a 2-inch chip brush. You can get these anywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They're cheap, and you should always have some of these on hand. They come in they have various sizes of them. You can buy multi-packs that have like 1-inch, half-inch, 2-inch brushes in it. Anyway, you'll need at least a 2-inch chip brush. If you don't have a 2-inch chip brush, use a 1-inch. It don't matter. You're going to need a liner brush. You're going to need a round brush. This one is a number 8 round. Okay, so you can use a 6, an 8, a 10 round, but this one's a number 8 round. This is a 1/2-inch brush. You're going to need this. Okay, and that's basically it for your brushes. That's all your brushes. You're going to need rinse water. This is my favorite rinse water cup. You can tell it's been very well used if you can see the inside there. This is my palette. Now you can use a paper plate palette, anything like that. This is just a really cheap $1.99 Walmart cutting board is all it is. I've been using it for years. It's well used, and if you've painted with me before, you've heard me talk about it. This is like an old friend to me, and this will probably go to my grave with me. I mean, this is sturdy. It's lasted a long time. I've had oil paint on this, acrylic, you name it. I've had it on here. So that's my buddy right there. You're also going to need, of course, your canvas. We're going to do this on 11 by 14 canvas. That's what this is here. It's 11 by 14. You can see I have my tracer on there. Now, if you followed along on the instructions, if you looked at the instructions and you did the tracer, you saw that we did a carbon paper tracer. I'm going to give you a little technical hint here. After you did that carbon paper tracer, you should put pencil lines over it. Just take a pencil and retrace everything. The reason why is because we're going to be overpainting this. And when we overpaint it, you want to still be able to see your lines to give you the guide that you need to give. And you'll see what we mean here in a minute. But after you do your carbon paper tracer, trace over everything with the pencil. You'll be glad you did. That's basically it for the supplies. Of course, you're going to need a cleaning cloth to wipe off your brushes with, and I got that right here. And I'm have to get a new one of these days. This one's starting to get a little worn out. Here, I'll just flip it over to the other side. There we go. Now we have it on the clean side. So that's everything that you're going to need to do this painting. I'm going to give you a couple of reminders here. Don't forget to shake up your paints before you pour them out. That's really, really important. Also remember, Just because this is pink, blue, and purple don't mean you have to do yours in pink, blue, and purple. You can do it in whatever color you want. All I'm going to do is guide you through the techniques on how to do this, okay? If you want to do them in the colors that are here, that's fine. If you want to do it, if you want to reverse the colors, if you want the background purple and, you know, the Eiffel Tower pink, that's, it's your painting. You do what you want to do with it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to minimize myself, and we're going to get started on Bonjour Paris, or Bonjour Paris, or however you want to say it, but we're going to get started. So let me minimize myself like Alice in Wonderland. Oh, if I can get it to wake up here. There it is. And I'll just get really small up here in the corner. Really tiny up there. And that's where I'm going to live through the rest of this painting. Well, mostly through the rest of the painting. Oh, it's trying to jump on me. There we go. So, that's my home now. And you're going to see this here. This is where we're working at. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to use, we'll use two different colors here. I got dragon fruit and I got strawberry. So, we're going to start with the dragon fruit first because it's a lighter pink color. I'm just going to shake it up here and I'm going to put some out here on my palette. I'm not going to put a whole lot out there. I just need a little bit out there. I may add to it, may have to add to it. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out here and coat my brush with it. Just like that. Then I'm just going to fill all this in. I'm just going to go right over the top of all this. And as I do this, you can see that the pencil lines are showing through the paint, which is exactly what we wanted. It's why I told you to go ahead and do the pencil lines. Just coat this whole thing. Use your pink. If you have that fuchsia pink, go for it. I don't like fuchsia personally. I lost $23 million because of the color fuchsia. Seriously. I was in Sparks, Nevada, and at the time, the Nevada lottery, whoops, grabbed the wrong one. The Nevada lottery was 3 slot machines. A blue one, an orange one, and a fuchsia one. And every time I went into this one truck stop, Sid's in Sierra Nevada, I used to drop my 3/4 in one of the machines, hoping that, you know, I might win $1 million or something. And they had a tally board overhead. Every time someone dropped a quarter in a machine across the state, the tally board would go up. And I started to drop my 3/4 in the fuchsia machine. And I looked at it and I went, I don't like fuchsia. So I didn't drop my 3/4 in the fuchsia machine. I dropped them in the blue one instead, which blue happens to be one of my favorite colors. Well, I didn't win anything. About that time, this guy comes out of the restaurant, and he's got a bunch of children in tow. And he's telling them about the evils of gambling and how when they put their money into the slot machines, they're just feeding Satan is all they're doing. They're making Satan happy by dropping the money in those slot machines. And he walks over to the fuchsia machine, he drops 3/4 in, and when the bells and whistles started going up, I looked up at the tally board, and it went from 23 million and some odd dollars to 0. And the guy starts jumping up and down screaming, I'm rich, I am bloody rich. The parents of these children came out of the restaurant and they said, what's going on? I said, he just found Satan. And they were like, what? And I said, he just hit the lottery. And I yelled at the guy, hey, calm down. You don't want that money. That's the devil's money. I'm going to hell anyway, give it to me. But he wasn't listening, he was too busy screaming, so. But, all kidding aside though, I'm not going to hell. Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I am saved. And I hope he's your Savior too, and if he isn't, you might want to have a talk with him, because I'd like to see you up there in heaven with me. So, anyway, yeah, I lost $23 million because I didn't drop 3/4 in a fuchsia-colored machine. That'll teach me to follow my gut. So now we're putting this on here. It's almost all on there. What we're going to do after we get, what we're going to do after we get all this on there, this will be the last time you use this particular brush in this painting. Just for so we can get this back coated quickly. Now you can see, as you can see, the lines all the way through there are guidelines, as it were, and you'll continue to be able to see them as you go through this painting, so that you can know exactly where to go. I need to get just, oh man, look at this. Got this little area right here. Just need to get touched. Just, oh, I mean, oh, just, got it. Just a little dot right there. We'll finish this up on this. All right, there we go. We got the whole back coated. Now, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use that darker strawberry color, and I'm just going to drop it right on there where we just had the dragon fruit, because we're not going to use the dragon fruit again. And I'm going to use my 1/2-inch brush here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around the edges of this canvas. So I'm just going to, and I don't care if I get it over on the top of everything there, it don't matter. I'm going to just go all the way around this edge here. Just paint your edge. Just use that little darker color that you have. If it's red, use red. If it's a darker pink, use a darker pink. Whatever you want to do. If you want to use purple, use purple. Don't matter. Don't matter. You're painting. You do what you want to do with it. So we'll just come around here. We're just, see how I'm just kind of brushing back towards myself? Just get that paint on that edge. So that paint on there, just like that. Just pull it back to you. You don't need a whole lot of paint to do that. But just pull it on back. Just like so. And do that. Flip your painting over. If you get a little paint on your fingers, good, you're an artist. Flip your painting over and continue to do the edges. You want to go all the way around there. See, I got a little paint on my fingers. I'm an artist. Look at that. We're going to come all the way around here. Just like so. Now, there's two reasons why we're doing this. First off is to dress up that edge. Make that edge look really nice. So in case you want to hang this without a frame, you can. But the other reason why we're doing it is we're giving the front an opportunity to dry a little bit. And we want it to dry just slightly. We don't want it to dry a whole lot, but we do want it to dry slightly, because of the next step that we're going to do as soon as we get this edge painted. So we'll just come around here. We'll finish painting that edge with that strawberry color. I got a friend that loves strawberries. Absolutely loves them. And she don't know it yet, but I got a surprise for her one of these days when it comes to strawberries. I don't want to say anything on this video in case she decides to do this painting. So we'll just keep it our little secret for right now. And when it happens, I'll be sure to share it with you. But yeah, I'm gonna surprise my friend that likes strawberries with something one of these days. Just because she's a good friend. Good people. I like her. She goes to my church. She sings at my church. Has a beautiful voice. And so, and she's just really been a really nice person. So, all right. Oh, it's upside down. I gotta turn it back over. I don't want to do the painting upside down. Okay. So now we got that edge done. If you see any white, grab whatever little bit of strawberry you have left. I gotta get a little bit more here. Not much. I try not to waste paint whenever I can. You know, it happens sometimes. Sometimes I pour too much out there, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pour too much out there. But don't agonize over it if you do. It's just paint, you know. So what, you threw a little extra paint onto your palette. Oh well, it happens. Maybe you can start another project while you have it on there so that you don't feel quite so bad about having Having that extra paint on your palette. Me, I just throw it away. All right. So now, oh, I gotta get my fingerprints. My fingerprints are showing on the side of that canvas. All right, there we go. All right, so now you got your sides painted. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab some of my titanium white. And without cleaning that brush, I'm going to throw a little bit of this titanium white right here over the pink area and the strawberry area that I did. So I can pick up some of that color. Just put a little bit of the titanium white there. Let me put these colors back in the basket. I need to be organized. Anyway, I'm going to grab a little bit of this white. See, it picks up some of that pink there. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through here. I'm just going to kind of touch and blend it down and just pick up some areas here. Just kind of, see, I'm just kind of dabbing the brush on there, and I'm just kind of, these little strokes on there. Nothing major, just, you know, just kind of to give it a little interesting feel. So we're just going to go in here and we're just going to kind of dab on there a little bit and kind of maybe cross hatch a little bit, you know, and just get some pattern going there. Just play with it, you know. Do what feels right. Just kind of, just so that you can feel the air move. Just gonna go in here and just gonna do that through the whole canvas. Now see, we let that dry a little bit so that it didn't blend a whole lot. Blended a little bit, which we wanted it to blend a little bit, but it didn't blend a whole lot. Come in here and just hit that. Just want to kind of dab it in there and kind of play with it, you know, brush it around a little bit. Go different directions with your brush. Don't go all the same direction. Don't, just kind of move that brush around. Get that color in there. Just go in there. Don't hesitate to add more someplace if you think it needs more. You see how much that little bit of white, see how far that's going? That was just a small touch of white that I put on there, and it goes a long ways. Kind of smooth some of this out a little bit, and kind of see that upward stroke that I'm doing with my brush. Kind of takes, if you got a blob in there someplace that you don't like, it kind of takes a blob out by doing that little upstroke right there. Let's go in there and just play with it. Get that feel going. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around these edges. I'm going to get a little bit heavier on the edges. And I'm just going to come around these edges like so. We're going to be a little bit heavier on the edges. We're just going to kind of brush on there like so. Just come around. Get a little bit heavier on the edges. Just come through here. See, always lift your brush. You're kind of doing this, okay? That's what you want to do. Just want to kind of lift that brush. Just go a little bit heavier on these edges here. Just brush it up there. See how it's all kind of flowing upwards? The Eiffel Tower is tall, so you want to give that feel of flowing upwards. You're looking up at the Eiffel Tower. This helps give it that effect. Looks like I might have to give me a little more white to finish this effect out. Not much, just a little. Just kind of brush it up. Just brush up with it. Just like that. You're just going to brush it up. When you get up here at the top, come back around and brush that down. Everything else you've brushed up to this point, now you're going to brush down. Just brush it down. Just like so. There we go. So now you have the wider edge all the way around. It gives it a really nice effect. I gotta get a little more white down in here, I feel like. I don't know why I feel like that, but I do. So, once you have that done, once you're in that zone there, which that looks really good, I like it. I'm gonna put a little white in here, and I'm gonna brush it kind of one direction. I think when we get ready to put everything on the Eiffel Tower, on the Eiffel Tower, I think that will look really good. I'm gonna just quickly touch my edges down here again, over here. Just if I got any white over the edge there, I'm just kind of touching it a little bit. Okay, we got that done. Now, you want to clean your brush. Just get that good and clean. Oh, I'm splashing water on my sample sheet. It's raining in Paris. All right. Got my brush clean. Next thing we're going to do is I got two different blues here. And I actually should pull a darker blue. I couldn't decide on whether to use crystal blue or the crystal blue. And so I grabbed both of them. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use the crystal blue as opposed to the crystal blue. I actually meant to grab a darker blue. I accidentally grabbed both of those. So I got a darker blue here. This is the Calypso blue, and this is the crystal blue. We're going to be using both of those. All right. You see, I'm not worried about that chip brush, right? I don't. They're a throwaway brush. I'll put it in the water in case someone's stressing over that. I'm going to get the crystal blue. Shake it up here. Shake it up, baby. All right. Never claimed to be a singer. Squeeze that out there. I may have to grab the other one. I'm going to use my 1/2-inch brush here, and now I'm going to go over the tower. Okay, so we're just going to overpaint the tower. That's what we're doing. I'm going to overpaint that tower. Now this is where you will probably start losing some of your lines, and that's okay. Just go ahead and lose them. It don't matter. Because you won't need them once you get this overpainted. Just gonna bring that crystal blue across. Come down here. Come down over here. So yeah, once you start laying that blue on, don't worry about losing your lines underneath. They don't matter anymore at that point, because they already did their job for you. They showed you where to go with your crystal blue. So I need to connect these here. Connect this over here. And then right here, there's that curve. So use the edge of your brush and make your curve. Then come up around your flowers. Coming around the leaves on the flowers. Here's the side of the tower. I'm just going to come up here like so. And come around these leaves like that. And just fill that in like so. That easy, easy peasy and lemon squeezy. Okay, so once you have your main, let me bring this out a little bit more. Once you have your main lines on there, once you have your main blue on there, not your main lines, your main blue, just like that. Then what I want you to do, go ahead and put your 1/2 inch brush up. I want you to get your, whatever size you're using, 6, 8, 10, whatever it is, okay? Once you get that, then I want you to get some white. And come down, try not to get your hands in the paint, okay? And what you want to do, smooth out the edge of your tower, just like that. Notice how it picked up that pink. It's okay, it can pick that up. Picked up a little bit more than I wanted, but that's interesting. You know what we're going to do? We're going to rinse that out. I think it's interesting coming through there. But no, in this case, I don't particularly want it, so I'm going to use my handy dandy hair dryer here. Make sure I get the right setting. And I'm just going to dry that out a little bit. And get that a little dry. Don't need to be a lot dry, but it does need to be a little dry. So you just use a hair dryer. Dry it out a little bit. All right. We'll come back in now. We're going to do this again. That's still a little wet up there, so let's start down here at the bottom. What I'm going to do, so I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to kind of touch this white in here in different places. Just to see, by drying that out now I'm not picking up that pink, which is good. So we'll just kind of put this white in. Just kind of follow the tower. Don't forget you have that arch down there, so you want to make sure that you accent that arch that's at the bottom. Just kind of touch in there. Throw your little white in. Just like so. Then you want to put maybe a little white along here. Just kind of brush it in there like that. Come over on your edges, kind of smooth out your edges a little bit. Like so, using that white. Do the same thing over here, kind of smooth out your edges a little bit. A little bit of white up in there. Maybe throw a few lines up, like so. Come over here and you want to do the same thing here. You just want to kind of smooth out the edge. Just smooth it out a little bit. Maybe throw some more white up here in this area. Smooth out your edge. Just like so. Put some white in there. We'll throw some white over here. I'm smoothing out that edge. See the effect that the white's starting to have on it? It's giving it it's giving it that steel look. Yeah. Of course, we know that the Eiffel Tower is not made out of spaghetti noodles, it's made out of steel. There are so many movies. I was just sitting here thinking while I'm doing this, there's so many movies that the Eiffel Tower appears in. TV shows too. One of my favorite old time TV shows is The Saint. And I don't know if you've ever watched any episodes of The Saint, but it's really a good old time show. Roger Moore as Simon Templar, the Saint. And there's one episode I remember, starts out with him in Paris. Can't remember what he's doing in Paris or why. It don't really matter. He's in Paris. He's talking to a gendarme. Hold on a second, let me. Try that out a little bit right there. He's talking to a gendarme, however it's pronounced. Sorry, my family member that speaks French, if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, the gendarme suddenly remembers or recognizes him as the Saint. And you hear the iconic theme music. And he walks off, and as he walks off, in the background is the Eiffel Tower. And the camera pans away from him and zooms in on the Eiffel Tower. What the Eiffel Tower had to do with anything in that particular episode, I have no idea, or neither do I remember if it was even, a cast player in the episode. But what I do remember is that it was in the episode. So, all right. Now, once you get that done, what I want you to do next is I want you to grab your purple. We have a dark purple here. And we're just going to take a little bit of purple here. Oh, you need to shake it up some more. You didn't shake it enough. See, this is why I tell you to shake it. You got to make sure that it's shook up enough. Grab this dark purple, and we're just going to toss that down there like so. And then I'm going to take my number 8, and we'll go in here, and I'm going to do these roses. Now, these roses are pretty rudimentary. They're just simple roses. What I would like to do for you today on this particular painting is I'd like to show you how to take these roses to the next step. How to take them one above where they are right now. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come in, and as you fill these in, work towards the center, and don't worry about your texture. Your texture's fine. You can have that texture, okay? You can also have that pink showing through behind. You actually want the texture, if you can see it there. I don't know how well it's showing up, but you want the texture in there. And do the same with the bigger rose. See how I'm just almost making petals there as I'm doing this. I'm coming in here and filling those in. We're just going to make these roses just really outstanding. You're going to work towards center, work around your outside edges, and work in towards that center. Just like so. You want to work in towards the center. Just like that. in towards the center. Now, once you get in towards the center, what I want you to do is I want you to take your white and I want you to kind of in between the petals where you can see some pink coming through, kind of touch those areas. Just give them a little touch. Just come in, a little bit of white on the end of your brush, kind of touching those areas. Just, you can see some pink coming through. Just overlay a little bit on the pink. Still let some pink come through, because the pink adds a really nice dimension to it. But you just want to touch on those areas. This will bring your roses up to the next level. This is next level rosary. No, wait a minute, can't be a rosary. Next level botany, I don't know. Anyway, it'll bring your roses out a little bit more. They'll have a little more dimension to them. It just takes them up to the next level, it really does. Do the same with your big rose that you did with that little rose. Just come in here where you see the pink coming through. Just kind of touch your white a little bit in there. Just like that. Just bring it in. While you're doing this, this gives your Eiffel Tower a chance to dry a little bit before you go back into that. And I'm just gonna touch here and there. Let that purple blend in with that white as you're doing this. We'll just blend that right in there. We'll get that all blended in. There. Now, your roses have gone from just being roses into being roses. So you got roses now. Rinse out your round brush. Dry it off. Oh, look at this. See that right there? We picked up a little bit of purple right there. I'm going to pull that off the canvas. I don't know, I might add something to it. We'll see. Clean this. Alright. Now, once you get your dark green, in this case I'm going to use Hauser green. Hauser dark green. And we are going to put it on there. First thing we're going to do, so we're going to take and we're going to do these leaves. So we're just going to shape those leaves. Those leaves are like a, almost like a teardrop. Just shape those leaves. Follow the edge of your rose and throw your leaves on there. Just like so. Get the other one. Like I said, they're just like teardrops. That's really all they are, is teardrops. Just like that. Get these here. Just come up. Just curve your brush up to a point. Do it on the other side. Just curve it up and join in till you have your point. And then fill in the center. Just like that. I want to do the same up here. Just make that teardrop. Come up to the point and make that teardrop. Oh, look, I picked up some blue. Okay. Now, once you get that done, take your dark green again. And what you want to do is you want to come down here. You want to kind of fill in. Just go on the edge of your rose. Just like so. Try to get as little paint over the edge as you possibly can. You're going to get a little bit over the edge. Don't stress over it. You can go back later with your darker red and go over top of it. Fill, fill in all that green down there at the bottom. Hannah Mae. Hannah. Hannah. That's my dog, by the way. Barking, which she shouldn't be barking right now. Hannah Mae. No. What she's barking at is she hears some other dogs barking, and there's unleashed humans across the street, so she thought it'd be a good time for her to interrupt the video and start barking, because that's what the Hannah Mae does. And Hannah Mae knows better, but you know, sometimes she loses her mind and becomes a dog and starts barking, because that's what dogs do. Isn't it, pretty girl? So she's over there hanging her head right now because she got in trouble. But we have to get on her all the time, because she'll just start barking at what she don't even know she's barking at, like she's doing right now. She can't even see anything, but she's laying out these woofs and has no idea what she's barking at. It sounds good to bark, I guess. Anyway, or feels good to bark. Anyway, once you get your green on there, once you're all done with getting that base green down, then what you want to do is you want to grab your yellow. I'll put a little more green on this leaf here. Just a little bit more. Grab your yellow. Shake it up good. And then, remember what we did with the white on the pink background up here? We're going to do kind of the same thing with this yellow. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here and we're just going to kind of touch it here and there. And just kind of create this effect. Just want this nice little effect going on here. So we're just going to touch that. Just put it in there. Give it a little fill. Give that grass some texture. Let it blend out. Touch it through there. Just like so. Just want a nice little effect going here. You want some texture. You want it to be interesting. You don't just want flat color. Flat color is fine on some things. Personally, myself, I don't like flat color. I want texture. I want the feel of the painting to come alive. So see, you did that little bit down there. It added that texture. Now you're going to go on your leaves here, and on one side of the leaf, you're just going to go up like that. Do the same. Keep it on the same side though. If you're going on the left side, keep it on the left side. If you're going on the right side, keep it on the right side. Do the same on these over here. Okay. I'm going on the left side, so I'm just going to come up and I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to do the same over here. I'm just going to left side it up right like that. Real easy. I'm going to brighten this one up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So now you start adding dimension to the leaves. Now I'm going to rinse my brush out. Dab it off there, Hannah Mae. Hannah Mae, no. No. Sorry, folks. When you have dogs, this is what happens. And I'm not putting them outside. It's like 25 degrees outside, so my babies are inside with me. So we'll just have to deal with Hannah Mae being a little mouthy, okay? Anyway, take the white, take a little bit of white, and on the other side of the leaf, just come up with the white, like so, like you did on that other side. Just grab a little white, come up on the other side of the leaf, like so, and do it on all four of your leaves, like that. Just come right up there, like so. Now, take a little bit of white, and on this bottom edge here, just kind of flow it on the bottom edge. Just do a little flow. Just like that. Just kind of flow it out. This adds a whole nother dimension to the painting now. You got something new happening, something else for them to look at. Excuse me. Then if you want to, you can go in here and maybe so every so often just add a touch of, not a lot, just add a little touch of white. Just kind of, hey, just go. Make it a little busy. A little busy. Just like that. Don't have to go crazy with it. You're just putting a few little touches in there. That's all you're doing. Just like so. And you've added something entirely different to your painting. Now, our next step is we are going to take the dark blue, the darker blue, we are going to come into the tower, take a little bit of blue, start up here, and just kind of brush a little bit down in there. Just kind of, don't override everything, but just kind of brush some in there. Just a little bit of dark blue in there. Just do it over on the other side. Just add a little dark blue in there. Just kind of brush it in. Just add a little bit in there. Don't have to be much. Do the same along here. Just kind of brush it in. Just right along the edge there. Just a little bit of dark blue. Do it here. Kind of brush it in along your edges. Just come in. Just brush it in there. Don't need a whole lot. Just need a little bit. Just kind of bring it down. You see some places where you think it needs it, just put it in there. Just come in like that. Just a little dark blue. Do it over on the other side. Just kind of brush in. Just like you're just lightly brushing it in. You're not trying to fill the space. You're just trying to get a little blue in there. A little contrast. And do the same across here. Just kind of brush it in a little bit. Get the dark blue going. Do it over on the side here. You want to come across maybe. Like so. Maybe a little bit down here at the bottom. Come down here on these sides. Remember, you got that curve down here. So try to keep in mind that you got the curve. When you put this in, a little bit of dark blue in that curve. Then don't forget this side here. This is all part of the base of the tower, so you want to get that in there. You want to get that feel going. Okay, we got that done. Now, next thing we're going to want to do is we want to go in here and we want to start adding some black. Okay, so what we're going to do, oh, I just saw something. Hold on. Before we move on, go in here and add some dots along here. Like, rivet points. Just add some dots in there like so. All right. Now, we're going to take our liner brush and we are going to take black and we are going to start adding black to this. What do you think so far? How's yours looking? I bet it's looking fantastic. Okay, so take your liner brush, kind of line it out. You just want a little bit on the tip, okay? And you want to come up in here and follow your edge down, okay? So all you're going to do is just follow that edge. And do it on all four sides. Just, oops, I got a little bit too much on there. Just come up and follow your edge. Just follow it up. Like so. And you're going to completely outline your Eiffel Tower doing that. Come down this way. We'll come down over here. Come across. Just across. I've never been to Paris, but if I go, if I ever make it to Paris, I am going to do what every single other tourist in the entire world does. I'm going to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower and have lunch. I know there's a restaurant up there, but I'm going to take a bag lunch. I'm going to have traditional French food in my bag lunch. I'm going to have French croissants. I'm going to have French toast, French fries, and I'll eat the French fries with French's mustard. And that way I can be a true Parisianer and have a true Paris lunch. All right. Now, before you go any further, you got those areas outlined, right? What I want you to do is I just want you to come down and I want you to make some lines in here, like so, okay? They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be evenly spaced. Just kind of make some lines in here. Just put some lines in, like that. Just something in there. Do the same over on the other side. Just come down and put some lines in there. Just come across. They don't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, they shouldn't be perfect. Just come in and put them in there. Okay. Then I want you to make X's out of them. So you're just going to go X, make an X like that. Go and do another X over here, and maybe an X down here, like so. Do the same over on the other side. Just make X's. Just kind of make an X. You just want an X in there. Just make an X. Just like that. Then down here, what I want you to do is I want you to divide these up equally. So best way to do that is come off this side first right here like that. Come in here and do this here. Do the same thing over here that you did here. Come off this side and just come down. Come in here and do another line. And then you should be able to find your center here. Like that. And that's all there is to that. Just do that right there. And it's perfect. All right. So now you're going to outline this. We're going to come down the side. We're going to come down the side over here, like so. Then we're going to come across, just come straight across, just pull your brush straight across there. Just like that. Alright, then go in here and add some dots below these dots and off to the side. So just dab your brush on there. They don't have to be perfect, but go off to one side. Just like that. Easy peasy. And then outline these. Just come down, outline them. Do it on all sides. Just outline it like that. Do the same over here, just outline. Just come down. Outline it. Do this here. And then come across here. Just come straight across. Pull your black right across there. Get your black across there. You know, it's funny, most people know this, some people don't. If you do know this, great. If you don't, it's no big thing. But the Eiffel Tower was really part of a World's Fair expedition. That's what it was originally built for, and it was supposed to be torn down after the World's Fair. But the people of France came to really love it, so they decided to keep it. And look how long it stood. The Eiffel Tower is really a very iconic symbol. There's another Eiffel Tower painting I'm thinking about doing in the future, so this will not be the last one. All right. Now, once you get there, find your center and just put a black line in the center. Don't go all the way through, you just want a partial black line right there. Okay? Then come out to the sides and put a black line. Don't go all the way down. Just put a black line over to the side a little bit. Then find the center point in between those. And come down. And come down. Like so. And then find the center between those two. Find the center between those two. Find your center here. And find your center here. Look at that. We were able to go in here. I want to even this out a little bit more, so I'm just going to put a little more. I'm going to put another black line right here. Just simply because and due to the fact I want to. All right. Now let's go down here and let's line this. Come all the way down till you just touch your rose. Then come over here and do the same thing on this side. You're just going to come straight down. Come all the way down till you touch the grass. Touch that grass. There we go. Now, come up in here, and all you're going to do is you're going to kind of brush in. Just kind of brush in a little bit. Brush some lines in there. Just nothing has to be perfect here, okay? Just want you to brush in some lines. So do the same over here. Just kind of come in and brush in some lines like you did with the white and the blue. Just brush some lines in there. Just kind of maybe bring a couple back like this. Brush some up in here, like so. Bring up in here. And then come kind of follow your curve around. And then come in here and follow the bottom of the curve around. Just follow it around. Just like so. Now once you get that done, come back up here again. And remember our X's up there, we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to kind of put some X's in there. Just throw your diagonal lines in. And then go in here and make X's. Just like that. Do the same here. Make X's. And there you have your grid work for your Eiffel Tower. Now, we want to outline these roses and these leaves. So starting over here, start with this leaf here. Just outline it. Just come around it. Outline it with your black. And then outline the leaf next to it using your liner brush. Just like so. Do these leaves here. Just come along the outside of the leaf, outside edge. Come up and around to the point. Come back down off the point. And then come up here, outline this leaf here. And then you want to outline this leaf here. You got your leaves outlined. See how easy that was? Nothing to it. Now, do your roses. Okay? You just want to follow the outline of the rose on the outside edge. Outline them. Hannah Mae, no. Hannah Mae, no. Outline them. Dogs in the neighborhood are going crazy this afternoon, so is Hannah. So see, we're just all we're doing is outlining those roses. We're just putting a black outline around the outside of them, just like that. Purple roses, my daughter should love that. Purple's her favorite color, so anytime there's something purple, you can guarantee my daughter's somewhere nearby. Go put a little black inside. What I'm going to do is with all the edges of some of these petals, I'm not going to do all the petals. I'm just going to, like, it's almost like a little shadow in there. Just going to put a little touch of black inside. Don't get carried away with it. Just follow a couple of your petals in there. It gives it a nice old feel, you know. You get some shadow going in there, and it looks really nice. Now, once you get that done, go down here to your grass and just outline the top edge of your grass. That's all you want to do, just outline that top edge. Do this over here. Don't forget to do this side over here. There. Now we have the grass, the roses, the Eiffel Tower all outlined. Now we're going to take this lamp post, and what we're going to do is the post itself, we're just going to take that liner brush and we're going to come down here with the brush. And it widens out a little bit. So you start thin at the top and you come down. And you put that post in. Just like so. Bring it all the way into that leaf. So it looks like it goes behind that leaf. Now, once you get your post on the lamp. Set your liner brush to one side for just a minute. We'll come back to that liner brush. Go back to your round brush. And what I want you to do is grab some of the yellow that you still have left over, and I want you just to kind of touch around the outside edges of this lamp. Do the same over, try not to hit the black, okay? I want you to touch those outside edges like that. And just come up a little bit on it. Then put a little yellow right here in the center. A little bit of yellow in there, like so. Then what I want you to do is take your brush and dab as much of the yellow out of it as you possibly can. Once you do that, I want you to start touching here, like so. I want you to keep doing that until it kind of fades itself out. Just kind of touch it out there. So it's kind of glow, right? Just let it fade out. Now I want you to go over on the other side. I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Try not to touch that black. Just kind of let it fade out. Just kind of touch it with your brush and let that all fade out. Touch it with the brush. Just keep touching it until it fades out to the side. If you feel like you're not getting enough fade or you want a little more fade, grab a little water on the brush. Dab it off. Get most of the water out of it, and then hit it again. Fade it out. See what that does? Picks up some of that. It re-moistens that color and it picks it up. And it brings it out. Oh, see, I did exactly what I told you not to do. I picked up some of that black. That's okay. We'll make it part of the lamp post. I don't have a problem doing that. We'll just come down here. And now we made it part of the lamp post. I'll rinse out my brush again. I'm going to fade out over here a little bit more. Just like so. Now, once you have that faded out, grab your yellow again and go right on the edge, right there like that. Just go like that. Make a little smiley face. Then grab some of your white that you got left, because I know you got white left. And then you want to go inside the lamp. Make another smiley face over the yellow smiley face, just like that. Just come in and make that little smiley face like so. Now, once you do that, wipe your brush out, get the yellow and the white out of your brush. Come back in with that white that you just had and brush it down to that yellow. Blend those two together. You're going to blend them both together like so. Then, without cleaning your brush, come back on your edge here and just lightly touch the edge, and do the same over on the other side. Just lightly touch that edge. Just like so. Give your lamp that nice soft glow. Now go back to your black and your liner brush. And what you want to do is you want to make like the brim of a hat on the top of the lamp. What you're going to do is just going to come straight across like this and make a brim. Then come up here and outline the top of the lamp like so. It's like a hat. Make it look like a hat. Then you're going to do the same thing again, but you're going to come up here and you're going to put the top of the lamp on there, just like that. Then come in here, and what I want you to do is I want you to come down and outline the lamp, the bottom of the lamp. So you're just going to come around like that. You'll come around on this side and you'll outline that like so. And then you're going to do the top of the lamppost. All you're going to do is just going to fill that in. Just like so. So you got that part done. Now, using your liner brush, once you go back to your purple, you should have a little purple left. And I want you to go on the inside portion on the top of the lamp. Lay some purple in there, just like that. Then grab a little bit of the white, and you're just going to kind of put a little highlight in there like so. Like a little sheen, right? Then you're going to grab your purple again, like so. And you're just going to follow this edge right here. Just come in here and add a little color right there. Add a little color at the top using your purple. Then grab your white without cleaning out your liner brush and go up the side of the lamp with the white. Just kind of follow up the side until you get all the way to the top. If you have a blob like I just did right there, just smooth it out. It's no big thing. And there you have it. Then take your purple. I need to get a little more purple because I'm running out there. Take your purple and come in here, and what you want to do is you want to add a little purple in. Now don't get crazy with it, okay? You just want to add it here and there. You just want to kind of add these little highlights in here. Kind of like just lightly brush it in. It don't have to be heavy. Just lightly brush in some purple here and there, like so. Put a little bit of purple up in here. I think I'll put some right here. Then come in here and go next to these lines that you made earlier using the purple. Just kind of throw some purple next to those lines. Just like so. A little purple in there. Then come up here. Maybe add some, crush your lines again using a little purple. Just kind of cross those lines, just like that. Come in here and maybe add some touches of purple up in here, just maybe here, add some purple through here. Put a little dot of purple. Hannah Mae, no. Just these little dots of purple. Maybe add a highlight here, maybe one over here. Come up in here and do the same thing. What you're going to do, though, is you're going to put little lines of purple in here. Like this. Just put these straight little lines of purple through here, like so. Then come up in here and add the crosses again. Just kind of come in and add some crosses in there, and do the same over on the other side. Come in and add some crosses, and just cross everything, but don't be cross. Alright, so now we have that part done. Next thing we need to do, see, you thought we were done. Not yet. Next thing we need to do, I'm going to go back to the, let me put some of this up. I'm going to go back to the dark strawberry. Get some of this dark strawberry here. And just to make things interesting, we're going to add some lines outside of the tower. So we're just going to come down through here and we're going to add some lines up alongside the tower. You come down like this and over like this. Put these lines on the outside of the tower. It's going to give more dimension. It's not going to look flat. Already don't look flat, but this helps it not look really flat. We're going to do that, and we'll come up here and we'll throw a little bit right there. Let's see, we'll throw some right down through here, like so. Put a little over here, not much, just a little touch right there. We'll throw some right underneath here. Now, once you get that strawberry on there and you've done that, come back to your purple again and very lightly go over the strawberry with the purple. Just add a little purple over the top of the strawberry. Not much, just a little bit. Wherever you put the strawberry at, just put a little touch of purple over it. Don't get crazy. You can also do this with the dark red. I wanted to do it with the purple because I just thought it looked cool, and of course it does. I think it, and I be it. I'll just throw a little dark purple over here, like so, over this one. You see how I'm just kind of smoothing it out as I bring the brush down? Got a little bit of the dark purple in the brush. Just kind of smoothing it out as I bring it down. Do the same over here. A little bit of dark purple over here. Then in place where you see a blob, you can always go back in and you can smooth that blob out if you don't want it in there. Pretty easy to do. And you've given that a whole new feel, but just by doing that little bit right there. Now, almost there. We're going to take the metallic gold. Bet you were wondering when we were going to use that, weren't you? I'm going to take a little bit of the metallic gold. I'm not going to take much. Put on my liner brush, and right in here on the light, I'm just going to use that metallic gold to go along this edge right here. That metallic gold will give it a little bit of a glow. That's what we want. We want this little tiny bit of glow going on there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the metallic gold, and I'm going to add a little bit of it into my roses. I'm not going to add a whole lot. I just want a little bit in there, just a couple of touches. Some up in here, like so. Put a little touch right there. I'm going to come over here. Put a little bit in there. Make some right up in here. I just wanted a little bit of metallic gold in the roses. I didn't want to put much in there. Now, excuse me. Now that I have that done, we only got a couple more things to do. I'll rinse out my brush. Because I want to make sure I didn't pick up any other paint. We'll grab the metallic gold one more time. And just right, you saw I already outlined the bulb. I'll come right down here, and I'm just going to put a little bit right in there. It's just very little touch. Okay? Really want that lamp to glow. We'll grab a little white, This had a chance to dry up here. I'm just going to add a little white right in there like so. I'm going to come here, without going over the metallic gold, I'm just going to come here and touch a little bit of white right in there. Just a little tiny touch. Just like so. How's your painting look? I'd be interested to see it. You know, you can post it over on Mad Hatter Tea Party Art page and on Facebook and show it to us. I'd really like to see it. The last thing that we need to do with this painting is what we always do at the end. We sign it. So I'm just going to use white. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to use white. I started saying I'm going to use the metallic gold, but I'm just going to use white. So I'm going to take my liner brush and I'm just going to, oh, I don't know, right about in here. Just going to come across with my liner brush. Going to make my J. Going to make my A. Make my top of my G, like so. And then I'm going to make the bottom of my G by saying 25. And that, my friends, is a done painting. There's your Eiffel Tower. I'd be interested to see how your Eiffel Tower looks. Like I said, you can post on the Mad Hatter Facebook page and show up. Show us what you did. Let me make myself large again. That's not making myself large, that's moving the bottom screen. Come here, you. Well, it keeps grabbing the wrong screen, so hold on a second. There we go. Hate it when it does that. Let's get everything back in line again. We're just jumping all over the place today, isn't it? Come here. Well, since it wants to be stubborn, we're just going to leave it right at that. You know, modern technology, you run into those little glitches sometimes. So, this was the Eiffel Tower. Mad Hatter Tea Party Art. I hope you enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed doing it. It's different, and it does not have to be perfect by any means, okay? It just has to be your painting. That's the important thing. It has to be your painting. And this one actually shouldn't have been perfect. It's more of an abstract piece than it is a realistic piece. We're not trying for realism here. A lot of the paintings that we do are more abstraction than realism. And so that's basically what it is. It's just a nice, pretty painting that you can hang on your wall, give to a friend. You know, you made it. That's what makes it special, is the fact that you made the painting. No one else made that painting. You made it. Okay, come here. This is Cato. He wanted to come up and see the painting. There's the painting, Cato. What do you think? You like it? What do you think? No? No opinion? Everybody's a critic. Anyway, I want you to join us here next time. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll do it. I have an idea what we're going to do, but we're going to do it. But anyway, please visit our website. It's artist-alley.net, where you can see more paintings, where you can see a lot more art that you can do. We got art kits on there for sale, and you can buy different paintings to do with you, your family, and friends. But until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood gypsy saying, see you later, guys. Hannah Mae! Saying Hannah Mae. Hannah Mae! Excuse you! She's just been real trouble today, hasn't she? Where was I? Oh, yeah. This is your friendly neighborhood gypsy saying, see you later, gators. Bye-bye now. I forgot hasta la vista, baby. Let's rewind, and we'll try it one more time. This is your friendly neighborhood gypsy saying, see you later, Gators. Hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye now. May God bless you all, and even Hannah Mae. Bye, y'all.